Police Service of Northern Ireland are very much with the 4 people who were in the house last night and who remain in hospital today. Local policing officers responded to a report that children were trapped in a residential property in the Cunningham's Lane area in Dungannon just after 8:30 yesterday evening. Police were the first emergency responders to arrive on the scene, and when they did arrive, the house was already well alight. Our officers obtained 2 ladders from neighbouring properties and were able to rescue an unresponsive 7-year-old woman and a young child from the rear of the property. A number of the officers then very bravely entered the house and brought the second child and a 37-year-old man to safety. The adults remain in a critical condition in hospital today, whilst the children, thankfully, as we understand it, are presently in a stable condition. We can confirm that this fire was started deliberately. It's hard to comprehend that. Mindless cruelty of the kind of this act and the panic and fear that it caused to those in the home is absolutely unimaginable. 3 persons have been seriously injured, and I would reiterate again that the thoughts of everybody within the Police Service of Northern Ireland are with them today. A 21-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of arson with intent to endanger life and remains in custody at this time. 8 officers from the local policing team in Dungannon, 2 sergeants and 6 constables were taken to hospital after the fire, and that includes 1 officer who collapsed after rescuing one of the children from the property. I'm extremely thankful that our colleagues were released in the early hours of this morning following treatment, and although they're still suffering from the effects of smoke inhalation and will be absent from work for a period of time, they are thankfully all okay. We're extremely proud of what our officers did at the scene last night, and we want to put that on the record. At a time when we're advertising police recruitment for new officers, their actions serve as a very powerful demonstration of what policing here is all about. It's about putting the safety of our community first, it's about running towards danger, and it's about demonstrating true courage and selflessness. We also want to take this opportunity to thank our colleagues from the Northern Ireland Fire and Rescue Service and Northern Ireland Ambulance Service, as well as the residents of Cunningham's Lane for their continued support and understanding. A police cordon remains in place as we work alongside the fire service to establish the cause of this fire, and we thank the local community again for their ongoing patience and cooperation. People, please be mindful of the victims of this despicable attack, and please do refrain from sharing that footage. Instead, what I would ask is that if you have any information or any footage, contact us on 101, quoting the reference number 1668 of the 3rd of February 2025. You can also submit a report online, or if you want to report any information to the police anonymously, you can do so through the independent charity Crime Stoppers on 0800 555 111. I'd be happy to take any questions that you now have. Chris, it's still very early days, and we're keeping an open mind in terms of what the motive for the attack may have been, or indeed for the incident. So it's just simply too early to be able to speculate in regards to that.
Barbara, UPD.
Had your officers not gone in so quickly, would there have been fatalities for sure?
Well, I believe there would have been, and that view is backed up by the fact that I know that there were some reserve firefighters who arrived at the scene last night, and they're in absolutely no doubt that had it not been for the brave and courageous actions of these police officers, that there would have been lives lost. I think as well, you know, the fact that when we arrived the building was well alight, I mean, the courage displayed by these officers is nothing short of remarkable. And I said again, we're immensely proud of what they've done last night, and I think the community should be proud of them as well.